What's up, everyone? This is the Minister of Beauty. I am Elizabeth, and I share the Bible that is business, inspiration, beauty, life, and enjoyment. I usually do videos where I am discussing business and how to do this and all of these different things like that because I am a business owner. I've been an entrepreneur since 2006, and I have been owning and operating my current business, one of my current businesses, shall we say, since 2008. And this September actually will represent 14 years that I've been doing this. So I thought it would be enlightening to just share a few stories of when I began in entrepreneurship, or what really inspired me to even make the step to become an entrepreneur. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing kind of what propelled me to even seek becoming an entrepreneur and making a change in my life. All right, guys, so just to share a little bit about where I am now, and then I'll go back, and I'm going to try to make this as brief as possible. Currently, right now, I am a licensed esthetician. I'm also a licensed massage therapist. I don't practice massage therapy anymore. I haven't since, I believe, 2011, and I'll probably do another video talking about that. I actually did do a video once, I believe, discussing why I stopped performing massage therapy services, but I think I'll share a little bit more in another video if you would like me to. If you would like me to, you can let me know in the comment section, okay? But right now, like I said, I'm still licensed as a massage therapist, but I don't practice it anymore. I am a beauty business owner and operator. I started my business in 2008, and I at one point had up to 4 business locations. Currently now I have 2. I've downsized over the past few years due to a number of different reasons, and definitely COVID was one of them. So I'm very grateful that my business is still around, because there are many businesses that did not make it through the pandemic. So unfortunately for those that didn't make it, I believe they learned a lot, and some may have rebounded to do something different. And I hope and pray that they did, because I'm one of those people where I just kind of, I may pause, but I won't stop. And I may be postponed for a moment, but I can't be canceled, okay? So with all of those things being said, I'm also a skincare line creator. You can find out more about my products by going to the links in the description box. And please do support Inez Elizabeth Beauty. It is an amazing skincare line. I started it in 2017. It is growing. I'm doing a lot of things in the background working on that, and I'm really excited about where it's going. So definitely get in where you can fit in right now, because I do see amazing things happening for my other business, Inez Elizabeth Beauty. But when I was a legal assistant years ago, I haven't been a legal assistant since 2007. I was working in a law firm, and at that time, I don't remember at that time how many years I had been in it when I had this experience. But this law firm, it was in Charleston, South Carolina, and it was a pretty large firm. I was working in the workers' compensation department. We did work for the defense. So we represented the employers and the insurance company. So if you were one of those persons that were injured on the job and you filed a workers' comp claim, then I worked for the other side. But it was just a job. For me, I didn't take it personally. I get it. Some people really are injured on jobs, and some people, they lie, and that's why they have departments like this, because they're checking to see if everything's on the up and up. But I'm not going to go into all of that. But what I will say is I was thankful for the opportunity to work in this firm, to get the experience. But the more I worked in it, the less enthused I was. And over the years, I was just becoming less and less excited about being a legal assistant. I had seen and experienced a lot. So one day I was sitting at my cubicle, because at this time where I was working, it was a large law firm, so I was in a cubicle, and the lead paralegal that was in the department that I was working in, She was actually one of the people that interviewed me, because I was interviewed by 2 attorneys and this lead paralegal. And, they chose me out of everyone else that they interviewed. So I was honored by that. But I saw her walking and she just looked like a zombie. She looked like a walking zombie. And that's how I've always described it ever since then. And I looked at her. This woman was in her, I don't know how old she was, so I'm not going to say. But I know at that time she was saying that she had been doing that type of work for over 20 years. She just did not look happy. And I know sometimes we have days. I definitely have had mine. But she just looked like a walking zombie. And anytime I saw her after that, she just never looked happy. And she didn't complain about the job a whole lot, but there definitely were times where I experienced it, and it was just like, job's a job, but I really can't get anything else at my age, and the money is okay. It's not the greatest, but it's okay, and I'm making a decent living, and at this age, trying to do something else, I just don't see it. So that experience actually triggered me. And I said to myself, I don't want to be her in 20 years, looking like a walking zombie just in this job. And so I prayed, and I prayed to the God that I believe in. And I was just like, God, what is going to be my next move? Because I don't want that person. I don't want to become that person. I don't want that to be my lot in life. So when I prayed, I felt like I heard some things in my spirit, which led me to research and in the legal field at that time. So I'm thinking, not even just thinking, but feeling like that I would be doing the exact opposite, more so on the medical side. But I am extremely just needles, blood, all that stuff, very I can't deal with it. So I didn't think that nursing was going to be it. I definitely didn't think I was going to become a doctor. Had no desire to go to dental school to be a dentist or a dental assistant or anything like that. I could have, but it just wasn't what I wanted. And the more I researched, the more massage therapy came out. So I researched, and I said, you know what? I'm going to do this. So I went to the department head, not that paralegal, because she wasn't the head of the department. She was just the head paralegal in that department. And I was a little bit nervous because this guy, he's like an older guy. I think his name was like Buster or something like that. Old white guy from the South, just always looked grumpy and whatever. But I had the guts to go to him and say, look, I'm going to be going back to school. So I'm going to need to get off a little bit earlier in order to get to school on time. And they declined my request. So, like I said, I may pause for a minute, but I'm not going to stop. So that led to me looking for another job, found another job at another law firm that was actually closer to home for me. So I went to that firm and I let them know immediately, if you want to hire me, just letting you know, I'm going to be going back to school. So I need to get off a little bit earlier in order to get to school on time, because in school for massage therapy, everything was by the clock. So anytime you're late, you're locked out, and I needed to be able to get those hours. So they agreed to it. I worked through a little bit of my lunch break to leave a little bit earlier to go, and that's what I did. And so I became a licensed massage therapist, and then that job became more toxic over time. I was there for a couple of years, from 2005 to 2007, and then I finished school while I was working there, and then I was working in the field of massage therapy, and I started working about 2 or 3 different jobs. I worked in a chiropractor's office, I worked in a doctor's office, and I also worked in a salon and spa. And that's when I knew I wanted to expand into aesthetics. And aesthetics you can do on the medical side as well. So the feeling that I got when I was praying about making the change, it led me into the field of wellness and beauty, which massage therapy and aesthetics is. And so with all of that being said, I'm really grateful that I didn't allow what other people told me I couldn't do, or feeling that, well, this person, she's been doing this all these years. I've already been doing it for as long as I've been as a legal assistant. So I guess this is just it. I said, heck no, I don't want that to be me. So let me start making the decisions I need to make, doing the research I need to do, and pursuing what I need to pursue in order for me to make that change, because nothing happens overnight. And God bless, I really did it. And here I am, about to go into 14 years of being a business owner. Now, I'm not going to get into all of that in this video. I'll do a separate video talking about becoming a business owner and what really led me to that, because at that time, I really just wanted to make a change. I didn't feel that I was going to become an entrepreneur or be a business owner when I was pursuing making a change from the legal field. I just wanted to do something different. So the experiences that I experienced in the field of massage therapy and working in the different places, the doctor's offices, the chiropractor's office, the salon and spas, it was a great experience for me to have, because it definitely did propel me into becoming an entrepreneur. I'm going to talk about that in a separate video, but sometimes when you are experiencing obstacles or you're seeing things in your life that may be leading you to think that, well, this is my lot in life, this is my future, I guess this is what it's going to look like for me, because you see what someone else is going through. No, you have the power to make those changes, but you have to decide today. You have to decide today that that's not going to be me. I am going to do something different and pursue change for the better for my life. And God bless, I'm so grateful that that is what I did. So I just really wanted to share that story, guys. You can let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section, but I am really grateful that I had the power to overcome the imposter syndrome that I didn't even really know I was dealing with all of those years ago, to pursue a difference and a change for the better in my life. So ladies, women, that's what I am, and that's who I predominantly speak to. But if any gentleman or guy can take something from what I share, then I'm all for it. But I do know and believe that a lot more women deal with imposter syndrome than men do. And so you have the power to break out of that box. You have the power to make a change in your life. And no matter what your start was, I've told you on videos I've done in the past, and I'll talk about that maybe some more. I am in the process of writing a few books, and I keep saying that, but I need to finish them. A lot of them are already pretty much complete. I just have to get some things added, edited, and then pursue the publishing. But I was a teen mom. If you go to the links in my description box, you go to my website, you'll see a little bit about that as well. But being a teen mom, I was a week before my 16th birthday. A lot of people just wrote me off and felt like, well, she's done. I mean, a lot of people even felt like she should just quit school. I didn't quit school. I had my baby in the month of August. This is actually the month of August as I'm filming this, and I have a birthday this month as well. I had my baby. I stayed out for the period of time that I need to stay out for, and I went back to school. And one of the teachers that I had, I believe he was a history teacher, he pulled me out and talked to me in the hallway, and he said, I don't know if you're going to be able to make it, because we've already gone through a good portion of the first 9 weeks of school, because I believe it may have been like 4 weeks into school starting when I did come back to school. But even at that time, I just said, well, I'm going to work hard and do what I need to do to make it. And I did. I didn't just scrape by. I didn't just get promoted because it was a social promotion sort of thing. No, I worked hard and I made the good grades and I delivered and I overcame that. So if I could overcome being a teen mom, I definitely couldn't allow being on these jobs and the opportunities that I had. I mean, I'm grateful for them, but I didn't feel that that was my calling. I didn't feel that that was where I was going to continue to be for the rest of my working years. I made the decision to change. So you have the power to make those changes, but you have to make the decision, and you have to ignore the outside forces, the circumstances and situations that you are involved in, either by your own choices or by the hands of other people. I've dealt with all of those. I've had things that have affected me because of the choices and decisions that other people made, and I definitely have experienced things that were not the most pleasant and positive because of choices and decisions that I have made. But I am grateful for the grace that is on my life that has helped me to overcome and not allow me to just settle and stay stuck and just say, well, I had one baby, I guess I got to keep having more. No, I didn't do that. My child's father and I, we were in a relationship, even though we were really young. And when I think back on it now, I'm like, what the heck was I doing? But we loved each other, and we decided that we are going to get married. And a lot of people said, well, you're too young to get married. Well, I was too young to have a baby too, so why should I allow that to stop me? And here we are, this month later, we'll be celebrating our 24-year wedding anniversary. I'm not saying everything has been perfect and rosy, but nobody's marriage or relationship is perfect and rosy either, because life isn't perfect and rosy, but you choose to overcome those things and work through them in spite of the things that you go through. So I'm just here to encourage you. Hopefully you took something from this that is going to help you in your life and in your business, because that is what I am here to do. As the Minister of Beauty, I share the Bible, that is business, inspiration, beauty, life, and enjoyment. So guys, I really appreciate you liking, leave me a comment, and subscribing to the channel. And until the next time, I am Elizabeth, the Minister of Beauty, and I hope you all have an amazingly blessed and beautiful day.